Trying out for your school volleyball team? Have to play volleyball in gym class? You're not sure about all the rules of volleyball? Well, I got you covered. In this video, I will go over all the rules and terminology you would need to know to play volleyball. So let's head on to it. So some basic information about volleyball are that there are 6 players per team on the court at all times. Volleyball initially starts when a player serves the ball from position 1. If you would like to know more about positions and formations in volleyball, be sure to check out my video called What are the different volleyball positions? Once the ball is served, both teams would play it out. If the team that served wins the point, they would continue serving until they lose a point. But if the team that didn't serve wins the rally, all players on that team would rotate one position to the left. And then the player in position 1 would serve. When you're playing volleyball, it's important to know your terminology because coaches, referees, or even your own teammates might use some words you've never heard before. So first, a block. A block is a technique used to deflect the ball coming from the other team's hitter. The goal of the blocker is to prevent the ball from coming over to their side of the court. Let's look at another one. Kill. A kill in volleyball is when a player hits the ball and it's an instant point. Their goal is to make sure they hit the ball hard in the open spot so the ball is not returnable. Attack. An attack is when a player jumps while doing their approach to hit the ball. Substitution. A substitution is when a player needs to leave the court and has to be replaced by a player on the bench. Spike or hit. A spike or a hit in volleyball is an arm swinging motion that is used to attack the ball over the net. A volley or a set. A volley or set is a motion used to pass the ball to the hitter. Their goal is to deliver a nice high pass so the hitter has time to approach and attack the ball. Here's another one. Bump or pass. A bump or pass is usually the first contact used to receive the ball. The ball is then passed to the target, which is the team setter. Serve. A serve is the very first contact used to start every rally. The server's goal is to serve the ball over the net and in on the other team's side, hopefully leading to a point. And the last word is rally. A rally is the play between a serve and a point. They are continuous passes, sets, and hits. So let's see one. Some things you have to be aware of when playing volleyball are the violations. These are things you can do to cost your team points. 1. Letting the ball in on your side of the court. 2. Stepping over the baseline when serving. 3. Touching the net when the ball is in play. 4. attacking the ball in front of the attack line when you are a backcourt player. 5. Hitting or serving the ball into the net or out of bounds. 6. Being called on a lift or a double. A lift is when a player either catches or brings down the ball in their hands several inches before pushing the ball up like a throw. A double is when a player touches the ball twice in a row, or the ball touches two parts of the player's body right after the other, instead of at the same time. And 7. Hitting the ball outside or on the antenna. How do you win? In volleyball, the game is played in 5 sets to 25 points, except for the last set. In some young school or rep teams, the games are played in 3 sets to 25, with the last set ending at 15 points. Sometimes 25 points or 15 in the final set is not enough, because you need to win by at least 2 points. What I mean is that if the score is 25 to 24, the game will continue until someone wins by at least 2 points. This reduces the chance of a team winning by luck. In volleyball matches, teams are usually allowed to call 2 timeouts throughout the game. Timeouts can only be called by coaches and players on the court. A substitution occurs when a player on the volleyball court is exchanged for a player on the bench. There can only be 6 substitutions per team in a set, and if someone gets substituted to play, he or she can only replace the person they were substituted for. Also in volleyball, blocks don't count as touches, so if you attempt to block the ball and you don't get the block, but you still touched it, you can touch it again, and that would only count as 1 contact. Fun fact, did you know that in volleyball you could kick the ball? But from past experiences, coaches would prefer diving instead. So that's some volleyball knowledge you can keep in mind. If all this sounds overwhelming, don't worry, because it'll sink in quickly once you start playing. Volleyball is a fun, non-contact sport that you'll enjoy playing and watching your whole life. So if you like this video, remember to like and subscribe to my channel.